When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
They begin with a run by Davis, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
After the penalty, it's Davis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is going to be incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Walker, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collier. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down now. It's Walker, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Set, 180. You run. Hey, check right. Hey. Watch the screen. Mike. Hey, alert. Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A first down carry for Davis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Davis. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Davis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run with Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check the backer. Check. Watch twins.
2nd and 13. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's put him on the
No score after one on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Mayfield down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. This is Jennings. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Hurry! 55. King.
Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Check 31. Shoot. Hey.
Running right, here's Walker. They find some open field here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's coming. We got to double up. Shift. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Hurry. Watch the screen. Hey, alert 33. Slow. No.
To throw, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Stop your watch.
Mayfield looks to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now it's Davis, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
We play to win. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown LA. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check 53. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Go. The field. Check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Team 6. Team 6. Hurry.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over. the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Mayfield again, eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
And again, it's Mayfield. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
180!
Check 55 to Mike.
I don't even know why this team. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Switch.
Up, up. My touch.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, Mike.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go, tight end.
They're going to look to throw. And Walker has it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
He's coming. Double roll. He's coming. Double up. Watch safety 3.
On first down, it's Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Switch.
The 43-yard line.
Check
2nd and 1. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Davis will try to run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, let's go. Come on. You don't want it. Check. Check 3. Check 9. Slam. 2-6. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Squeeze.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
No. Deuce. Kill. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Zip it. Check that. Motion. Check. Let it go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, alert!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Jennings. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Walker. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way, and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Set. 180.
It's our time.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Kill.
Hurry, hurry.
Mike, 55.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Regular.
55. Mike, 55.
From the 44. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry.
51's to Mike. I'm here all day.
Hey, alert 33.
51, Mike, 51. 3 buzz.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. They'll get 34 yards there. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Davis. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll run on first down. It's Walker, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 22.
180. Regular. Kings.
Alert 3.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Alert.
Mike 51.
Kings.
It's a party now.
Hey, echo.
Kill. Bring it.
One touch.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch up. Check one.
Now Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got him.
Kill. Kill. Turn up. 36.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Rush in. Undercrush.
On first down, Davis. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 43. Slam. Or twist.
They'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
You can't stop me.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Strip that ball.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
We got it. 53 is the mark. Watch the curls. Mike, 53. Mike. I got you.
Back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
94 is the mark. 94. You can't block me. 94.
He'll look to throw, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll set up to throw, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
27, Rams, 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Rams have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Los Angeles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.